Hello and welcome back to episode 26 and what I fully expect to be the finale of Resident Evil Village. I'm Vic, and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So we're loaded up, our inventory is pretty well packed, and it's time to go say hello to Mother Miranda. Put an end to her ambitions to bring back Eva.
Out of my way.
Off to a good start. Dropping any goodies for me? No. Goodies time has ended. I hope I'm at least gonna get Crystal Miranda. Wish I had Chris's guns. Duke really let me down in the weapons department. Have you noticed how bad Ethan's grip on this pistol is? Every time the action cycles, that thing scrapes up his thumb.
Keep going.
Ethan, what makes you think we're in any condition to fight this fight?
Little Eva, my beautiful daughter, come to me. Eva, is that you? Oh, how I've missed you. What? My power is leaving me!
Rose! Miranda!
That's not even the pistol we're carrying, Ethan.
Interesting. Your body certainly isn't normal.
Give Rose to me! Now!
You will see. Once I kill you properly, everything...
Get her now! Let go!
I've spent a lifetime creating this moment. And you try to take it away from me. I will take what is due. My desires will be fulfilled! Rose is mine!
What the fuck?
You fulfilled your purpose, Mr.
You know what? Let's open
You
big.
disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamyces. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true happiness. So now you can die peacefully. You
Wow,
understand the level
that's
of-
some
Not let you
movement.
get away!
How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
This is...
Oof. Not going good so far.
I've never seen a human live without his heart. Are you sure you're not?
Well,
The Megamycete saved me from the pits of
I sort of
despair.
am.
It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive me nuts.
Die. Die and be swallowed into the Megamycete for all time!
I don't think I want that.
Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
The hell I will!
Die, 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 die! I will take back my daughter! I understand your feelings, Miss Winters. Truly, I do. But this is... If I combine Rose with a megamycete, my daughter will be made manifest at last! I've waited a century, all for this day.
Whew.
Such vitality. How disgusting.
Grenade launcher. That sounds
Why
good.
do you interfere? Surely you have no need for us now, so close to death.
She's my goddamn daughter! You psycho!
Ugh.
I will see my roots. I must.
Out of juice? Not yet. Last one.
I can take any form I desire. First, a hand. Even a knife.
Ugh.
Cease this foolishness.
How about you?
You won't interfere. The villagers, those foreigners, they could do nothing to assuage my years of loneliness.
Ever think the problem might be you, Miranda? You're not capable of real love.
Ugh.
Curse this ranch. This is truly mine at last.
Okay. Well, she's got some moves. We all loaded up here? Yes. Round 2.
Little Ava, my beautiful daughter. Come.
Yep.
You
Let's get on with
fulfilled
it.
your purpose, Mr. Winters. You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious megamycete. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with food.
Ugh. What am I supposed to do about that?
So now you can die peacefully. You understand the love of a
I'm
parent.
not letting you get away!
How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
The megamycete saved me from the pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive you nuts.
After all, everyone dies. Feel the Dark God's wrath!
Oh, I like that better.
Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
The hell I will.
Die, 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 die! I will take back my daughter! understand your feelings, Miss Hodgins. Truly, I do. But this is the end. If I combine Rose with a megamycete, my daughter will be made manifest at last! I've waited a century, all for this day. You still stand. This is...
Gotta pay more attention to that.
Surely you have no nerves now, sir! No today.
She's my goddamn daughter, you psycho!
No, that's you.
Curse this ramshackle village.
That almost worked out. Come on. You gotta be getting tired, lady. My guns are getting tired.
For my daughter. Die! I will take back my daughter! This is how you end Ethan Winters.
Is it?
To ensure I never see your face, I will feed you to the megamycete. Every single cell of your being.
Had enough?
My daughter! My Ava!
Go be with her. Yeah.
Rose! Shh. Shh. It's all right, Rose. It's all right.
Oh. I guess Ethan's run out of Ethan, too. Do we literally never see Ethan's face?
Ethan! Ethan! Come on, Ethan. Come on, Ethan, wake up. Oh, no.
Chris.
Ethan. You did it. It's finished.
I think we've finished each other.
Ethan. We gotta move.
Maybe we're gonna wind up with a Crystal Winters, too.
Keep moving, Ethan. There's a bomb in that thing that'll blow this whole village sky high. Hey, look at me. When I hit this trigger, we can't be anywhere near it. Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me? Alive.
Mia. I'm so sorry. I love you. Keep Rose safe.
Hey. Hey. And you tell yourself. Now come on, it's not that much further.
Look at him, Chris.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong. God damn it. Goodbye, Rosemary.
Ethan.
Didn't give Chris a lot of time to get away.
Rose?
Go. Go, take us up now.
Wait! Where's Ethan?
I already told you he's dead.
Get moving. We have to get clear.
No, we can't go. Not without my husband.
Mia, sit down and strap in.
Not before you tell me where Ethan is. I know he wouldn't abandon us. Tell me what's going on. Where? What was that?
I told you to sit down.
Where is he? Chris? What have you done?
He's gone. I tried. He stayed so we could all escape. I'm sorry.
Captain, you need to see this. BSAA didn't send soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
What the hell were they thinking?
Orders, Captain.
Pick up the rest of the squad. Plot a course for BSAA Europe HQ. Someone's got to pay.
BSAA is deploying bioweapons. Maybe that's why Chris doesn't work with them anymore. Well, there we go. There's a fair bit to process in there, but I think they wrapped it up pretty nicely. And I'm guessing that Chris and Mia and Rose are on their way to Resident Evil 9, which sounds like it's going to involve some hard questions asked by old Chris of BSAA. Got a lot to think about. It's kind of on point with the Umbrella's origins being here, story. At the very least, the guy who founded Umbrella learned some things here and picked up the Umbrella emblem. It'd be really interesting to see if there's more to learn about the apparent dead civilization that originated those symbols and what happened to them. Are they actually dead, or are they still lurking in the shadows? Who are the connections? And is Umbrella back active again?
Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more in turn is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror. Her parents, though, had searched all day and at last arrived. With rampant rage, Father fought the witch, while Mother's loving touch shattered the dark enchantment. But the witch was strong, and Father yelled, "Save our daughter!" So Mother bore their child to safety as the forest was consumed. Even now, the burnt forest is a grim reminder of Father's sacrifice. To this day, any child who stares too long into the charred wasteland will be haunted by nightmares of getting lost while picking berries.
And so the whole story is sort of an analog. And the Lords of the Forest were the Lords of the Village, and the witch was Miranda. Well, all told, that was a hell of an entry into the Resident Evil franchise, and I am looking forward to playing New Game Plus, but I think I'm going to do that off camera so that I don't have to run my mouth the whole time. And I'm probably going to install some mods too. I spent a lot of time complaining toward the end about how the guns don't function fast enough. And in terms of realism, I think that's a legitimate complaint, but in terms of gameplay, I don't know that it's a huge deal. These games have always been about having sort of clunky controls. I mean, maybe not being about it, but it's a horror game, and having stuff like that to wrestle with sort of helps with driving up the tension and making you feel a little less competent, which I think was always one of the big downsides to RE6, where they pretty much did away with that completely, and it became a shooter, an action shooter. I wasn't unhappy with 6 as a game, but as a horror game, it's probably been the weakest of the mainline series. Probably been the weakest of all of the Resident Evil games that I've played, and there are some that I haven't. Recently I've been watching Danny Sexbang play through some of the old Sierra Online games, the King's Quest and the Space Quest. And it's so crazy watching these credits scroll by. After watching those credits, you know, they're teams of a handful of people, 5 or 10 or 15. And this is like a, you know, a Hollywood summer blockbuster. The credits for this might even be more. I never really bothered paying much attention to what the budgets of AAA titles are these days. I wouldn't be surprised to learn that they were fairly comparable, although I guess I don't really know. How do those markets compare? I mean, I think I've read that overall gaming has overtaken movies, but I don't know about how it compares to individual titles. I don't know what the relative output of those two industries is in terms of, like, how many Hollywood titles are coming out versus how many AAA video games. Lots of people are speculating that developing this game put them in a really good spot for a Resident Evil 4 remake, and I think it's actually been announced now. I'm certainly very excited for that. I owned Resident Evil 4 on at least 2 consoles. No, I owned it on 2 consoles and PC, and I played it multiple times on each. I loved Resident Evil 4. And they are very similar in terms of, like, in setting and tone. Which frankly makes me a little worried for what a Resident Evil 4 remake would be. I was fairly impressed with the Resident Evil 2 remake. The Resident Evil 3 remake was a bit of a disappointment. It was short. And I felt like there were some sections that were in the original that didn't make it into the remake. I mean, technically, I didn't think it was bad. It was essentially the same engine as RE2, I think. RE2 remake, that is. And it was good. It just... it felt very shallow, especially compared to Resident Evil 2 remake, which seemed pretty full. So it'd be a real shame if the Resident Evil 4 remake doesn't do it justice. And that's not to say that I think it has to be like the same as Resident Evil 4. RE2 and RE3 both took some liberties with the story. But I didn't find them objectionable. We'll probably see Resident Evil 4 Remake on the channel when that comes out. Maybe Tyson and I will be done with Breath of the Wild by then. I mean, we could potentially wrap that up pretty quickly. But I don't really have any intentions to. Might as well take our time with it. And I think it's going to be a while longer before Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, so there's no rush. Is the girl wearing her father's jacket?
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Nobody can touch the moon. It's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then you can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
You were being silly. I don't think the moon feels like a
But it...
Jacket's in pretty good shape for having been around for, I'm going to go with 15 years.
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is. Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
Who are you working for, Rose?
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed, Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
We have a clear shot.
Stand down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
Way to keep it together, Rose.
You're a lot like him, you know?
I know.
Where's Mia? It sure is. $11, not bad. Ooh, I got a bunch of challenges. Sweet. Yeah, why not? Start back at the top. All right, well, as promised, the finale of Resident Evil Village. So, I guess now it's back to Control, which I'm probably going to wind up interspersing with these episodes because I've gotten way ahead of my release schedule. And then we're going to have to find something new to do. Talk to you soon.